because less than 3% of you people read books. Listen to me. Television is not the truth. Television is a goddamn amusement park. Television is a circus, a carnival, a traveling troupe of acrobats, storytellers, dancers, singers, jugglers, sideshow freaks, lion tamers, and football players. We'll tell you anything you want to hear. We lie like hell. We'll tell you any shit you want to hear. We deal in illusions, man. None of it is true. You're beginning to believe the illusions. This is mass madness, you maniac. In God's name, you people are the real thing. We are the illusion.
Hello, you guys. Welcome, episode 170. I didn't know I was supposed to do it. Explore the great generational divide, y'all. What you know about that? I'm DJ Drumtastic.
Troy Everett. Thank you guys for joining in. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe to our YouTube. Go ahead and check out the website, Idiotbox Tv.org. Make sure you check that out also. There it is down there, scrolling on the bottom.
And I'm also going to put it in the comments.
So we're glad that y'all have joined us today. Like Drummer said, we're going to be talking about generational divide, the great generational divide.
For our second episode of 2025.
That's right.
So you guys, let me see how I can say this. Due to unforeseen circumstances, Sharif has taken a little hiatus from the show for a minute. If you got any questions, you can
you can email him, text him,
shoot him a message.
He's okay. He's fine.
Yeah, nothing bad.
Nothing bad. Nothing like that. He's just gonna take a break from the show. Like so now last show, he's gonna do him. Get some personal time in. Which everybody should do, man. That's, your mental health and whatever is going on in your lives, you make sure you take care of you.
That's for sure. There's a lot of people out here that's do a lot for everybody and don't do enough for themselves.
Yeah, Sharif does a lot for a lot of people. And we used to get on him that he needed to do more for himself, especially when it came to his computer. We'd get on him about his computer. So, good evening. So everybody we wish him well. He'll probably be on every now and then. But again, if you guys feel like you want to, go ahead and hit him up on Facebook or give him, he'll get back to you.
Now let's not forget the merchandise, y'all. Let me go and put this up. Troy, go and put up the new designs. We got a lot of new designs coming. So already in 2025, we've been hitting them like Mike Tyson. Ugh. Troy, let me put the link up and you go ahead and
so the new one is inspired by one of the greatest movies ever, Friday. And we just took a quote from Big Worm. Playing with my money is like playing with my emotions, Smokey. So you can go ahead and get your big worm or big perm. As you can see, we got them all different colors with the hat logo to match. They are now on the website. So go ahead and check those out.
Go to idiotboxtv.org and click shop. Look around. What is it? Each week is going to be a new design. So, Now, let's not also forget, we do have more than just Idiot Box Television. We haven't talked about this, but we're going to talk about it more. We do have the Royal, I can't even get my shit, the Royal Court, and we have the Block Hip Hop Show. Now,
we're going to add some more content to those two platforms. So make sure you check those out. There's a lot of things happening in hip hop. That we're going to be talking about. Hip hop, not rap. We're going to be talking about hip hop.
There's a difference. Rap is popcorn rap on the radio, booties and all that stuff. Hip hop is thought-provoking stories and uplifting of our people. So
That's right.
So who we got in here today? It's kind of quiet.
Roll call. We got Ms. Deborah Jones. Thanks. She's always in, Mama Jones. She sent me a nice text over the holidays. Thank you for that text. Shared it with the family.
What do you think? Did I get a text?
No, she don't like you.
Okay. That was a good one. Oh, we got Shay.
Hey,
Shay, what's going on, Shay? Happy New Year.
Hey,
Where's Mr. at? Where's the Mr. at?
Yeah, have you guys started reading that book? Matter of fact, that's a good transition, isn't it, drummer?
Yep. Let me get it. Right there. First Quarter Book Club. And the book is, hold on. Let me get it. The book of The Life of Louise Norton Little, an extraordinary woman, the mother of Malcolm X and his 7 siblings. So February 27th is the episode that everybody should be done reading the book, including myself. I know Miss Deborah Jones has probably read the book like 10 times. Hopefully we can get Miss Deborah Jones to come on and give a little insight about the book, a little background, etc. I don't know because I haven't brought that to her attention. I'm doing it right now live. Sorry.
On the spot.
But anyway, this is the book. February 27th episode is when we talk about the book. So hopefully we'll get enough people to read the book. If not, we'll be doing it within ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great read. It really is. The author that they chose to write this book really goes into depth, talking about history and how everything kind of comes together with the book. It's really good. It keeps you engaged because it goes from like flashbacks back to the present time that they're talking back, and then flashbacks again. It is an excellent book. Okay, look, Troy.
Yes, I would be honored to discuss the book. Perfect. Okay, you guys. Remember, February 28th. Oh, excuse me. 27th. February 27th. Now, I just seen somebody in here. We haven't seen him in a while. Happy New Year to Mr. Art Ryan. What's up, Art?
Art? I hadn't seen you for a minute.
Art, what's going on, man? Are you cold? You guys, listen. I don't know where you at right now. I'm in Georgia, ATL area. This morning it was 14, felt like 9.
Jeez. I'm in Ormond Beach near Daytona, and it was 47. Cold.
What is it in Michigan? Is Georgia colder than Michigan? Well, I know Michigan has snow.
It can be. It's got to be like 2 degrees in Michigan.
Art said, "Hey guys, been busy. Troy's, where's your hoodie?"
Oh yeah, I don't have my hoodie on today. I got 2 shirts on.
He don't have to have a hoodie. He ain't cold. I got on the Royal Court, our other little show. Art, what's been going on? Art, how's the family?
He says he's been pretty busy. Well, it's good. Busy is good, Art. It's good. Thanks for coming on.
That's right. When you're busy, time goes just like that. Okay, now, first of all, what I wanted to do, this episode is about exploring the great generational wealth. I had a very interesting video I wanted to show. Okay, it's pertaining to the topic. So wait, give me one moment. Let me pull it up.
21 degrees. Hey,
21 degrees?
21 degrees.
Okay, here we go.
Make sure you turn it up.
Yes. I don't know why I can't.
Breaking news tonight. Generation Alpha is about to become adults, and they seem really, really cool. Watch out, Gen Z. They're here to dethrone you. They could show up at your doorstep at any moment. And now to the weather.
How can this be happening?
How am I this old?
Gen Z's era's ending. It can't be so.
We just the cool kids. Now they say they're new kids.
Coming soon to make fun of my slang. When my cringe and millennials are slang, we can't let them make a fool of us. We can't let them call us out of touch. Send those iPad children running. Gen Alpha's coming. Now what will happen to my baggy jeans? And what will happen to my vintage jeans?
Are they gonna know all my references when they weren't even born in the 2000s?
What?
Oh, boo-hoo. Welcome to the club.
What do you want, millennial?
Everyone goes through this. This is nothing new. We were just the victims. Now it's time for you. Remember early YouTube? TikTok's getting old too. Everything that was cool you see turns into the laughing stock of things that they're gonna make a fool of you. It's just like we did to boomers too. So try all you want, but you cannot keep running. Gen Alpha's coming. Now see the price of getting old. Suddenly you do not even know why Ohio is significant. What skibbity means or kiat or is. Is this really how it ends? You and us becoming friends.
How did the world turn so cold? But I can't help ask what if Gen Alpha's kinda low-key lit. Would I mind getting so old? The Alphas!
We can let them make a fool of us. We can let them call us out of touch. Send those iPad children running. Alpha's coming. Ugh, she's probably playing a game.
No, she's coding it.
Wow. That is nice. I like that. I like
was
that.
really good. That was a really good
Ah,
humorous take on the great generational divide. Even though, most of us, the majority of us watching the show right now are probably, Gen Xers, boomers, or a silent generation. But yeah, now the millennials. Damn millennials.
think about this. Our grandchildren are the generation Alpha. So we're going to get into that, you guys, in a little bit. Right now, I just want to read something. I didn't want to show videos. I think we all probably have somebody that's in California or know somebody that's in California that are looking at these brush fires, you guys. Okay, what you need to know right now, I'm going to say the fires, several major wildfires are burning, mostly still uncontained in Los Angeles County. Officials have confirmed at least 6 deaths, but warned the actual toll will remain unclear until it's safe for investigators to access neighborhoods. Tens of thousands of people have been impacted by evacuation orders since Tuesday. More winds and flames. There's like, what would they say, 80 to 100 mile an hour winds. It's a total disaster. If you haven't seen this going on, you're hiding under a rock. Really, because this is, I grew up in California. I don't think this is the worst. The people I've talked to have said they're miles away and there's ashes on their car like snow. It's just covered. So it's a scary scene, you guys. Let me put it in the comments. Let's pray for California.
Yeah. Art says, let's see. True. Until the last Gen X is gone, it will always be the best generation. I agree. We're going to get into that Gen X. And the different types and archetypes of each generation. Those aren't brush fires. Thousands of buildings destroyed.
Art, the word, what's the word, Troy? What did Sai say?
It's a, what did he say? He said it was a land grab.
Land grab. Because the fires are hitting like this. It's cold in California. Now, I grew up in California 30 years. The fires, maybe, I'm just going to throw a number. Let's say 90% of the time, it was hot. It was hot. So if it's 85 degrees in the Los Angeles area, up in the hills where all those expensive houses are, Palisades and all that, it's hotter.
Yeah.
So that's when the brush shot fired, because you got all the trees and the leaves. Remember, it's fall.
Yeah. And I remember
Come
going
on.
there. I remember going there, but there in the '80s, and I had family members who lived in the hills, and it was weird because when we went to sleep, me and my cousin Eric, went to sleep in the living room, and they had these big picture windows where you could see out, and see the mountains. But there were fires all over the place, and that
Right.
was back in the '80s. So this is something that's not new to to California. This happens all the time, if I'm not mistaken, right, drummer?
It happens all the time. I'm not gonna say all the time. It happens every year, a few times a
Every
year.
okay. And not to downplay that, because it is a disaster. I mean, it's in populated areas now. But uh, I don't know what you do to curb that. I don't know what you know. Other countries do different things. Go in there and rake the forest. What do? Controlled burns, but those controlled burns can easily turn into what we see now.
How about
Um,
this? How about this? How about not move up there or let anybody move up there? I mean,
yeah,
think about it. It's like this. If you yes, I saw that, Art. Real quick. If you know that a hurricane could tear your house right off the edge of the ocean and you move there, that's your choice.
right.
So, like you said, Troy, it's a bad situation. Art said California lost fire insurance just a couple months ago. I thought, now see, I read it was a year ago, 6 months ago. Many insurance company removed fire coverage recently. Look into it. Art, you're right. But I read something that didn't say a month. But listen, isn't that
What?
that's not a coincidence.
I don't think that's a quit. I think why do we even pay insurance? In case something happens. In
Yes.
case something happens, we pay car insurance every month just in case something happens. We have
And
to
if
have
don't nothing
insurance.
happen, they don't give you no money back.
Here in Florida, if you're not insured, like if your insurance lapses for a whole month, they suspend your license. They will suspend your license for not having insurance on your vehicle. So I think insurance companies are, excuse me,
Oh,
one of the biggest scams that we look at.
yes.
You
And you
know,
know what? Now that you said that, you could go years and not have a claim, and then something's wrong with your roof, and they'll deny you. And you're like, wait a
yeah,
minute, I gave you all that $10,000 20 times. Can you
right.
fix my roof?
Well, I mean, big corporations and what's happening here in the United States, it's being evident even in health insurance. We see what's happening with the with Luigi.
Mm,
People are getting upset with this, and now that they pulled the plug on your fire insurance, I mean, these houses aren't cheap out there in California. I
no
mean,
way. And it's
I,
moving over to Calabasas, which those are 5 million, 10 million on up. They got swimming pool and big yards and tennis courts and basketball courts. But hey, like we said this year, we're not going to just talk about stuff. We're going to try to do something about it. So, what do we do to try to fix this whole insurance thing? We have to do local voting, right? Everybody has to do local voting. Am I correct?
I don't know what we have to do about the insurance. I mean, that's whether it's local voting or I mean, I think there has to be something federal, honestly, to change this because it, it, these insurance companies they're they're raking in the cash, man. Like we said a couple episodes ago, that the rates keep coming up, right? The rates keep going up on, let's say, car insurance, but you're having less claims, right? Because people are
Right.
driving safer. You've got cars with sensors on them that say you're moving over to the right, or what do they call that? Uh, it's
It'll beep when it
yeah,
senses a car too close or anything like that.
I was driving a Wagoneer, a Jeep Wagoneer. I rented one, and it has assist. It has something called driving assist. If you get
Yes,
too close it'll easily move you back into the right lane. So you know, there's so many safety precautions, and people, uh, in these vehicles. Why haven't the rates come down?
exactly. You're right. I mean, will the rates come down for only those cars? Or will they come down for everybody? Think about it. If those cars have certain things that's supposed to bring the insurance down, is it going to help for regular cars like a car that's a 2020?
Right. Yeah. But we have to see. Art says the
He's right.
government failed everyone in Hawaii, North Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, and now California. FEMA is a freaking joke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, agreed, agreed. And again, these people aren't insured; they're losing their homes. And FEMA, it is a joke.
Okay, my bad. Well, I was trying to see if I can get D Knox to come up. D Knox is in California, you guys, and he's been giving me like the blow by blow, and just to hear his voice and the way he sounds, because he has people that he knows at homes have burnt down and everything. It's like, wow. So I forgot to do this because Sharif's not here today, and we usually have to let him announce what to do when you come in the green room. So I'm gonna tell you. I just put up the green room link. You got to have your camera on, you got to have your mic on so we can hear you and see you. Come on up, D Knox, and tell us what it's like with the fires going on right now, because we see it from a distance. Me being from California, growing up in California, I know what it's like, but just you think about it. From the 80s till now, we didn't get to see the bone-chilling pictures that we're seeing today. It's like people have phones. So I seen where someone was inside their home with their dog, two guys, and they were like just going around in a circle, and they were trying to fight the fire. The fire was around the entire home. And at the end of the video, they said, "We got to go. Let's go. Let's go." And look, before they left, they locked the door. So there's the link if anybody wants to come on to talk about it, to join in on the conversation, exploring the great generational divide. You can come on. Oh, there he is. There he is. He did come on. He did. Boom. There he goes.
What's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Wow. Okay. I like the screen. I like the hookup.
I like that picture back there.
Sorry about that. I was talking to my attorney.
Hey, so listen, just give us a little insight, like how you tell me on what it's like out there with the ashes on your car and you a long way away with this whole wildfire thing.
Shit is on fire out here. That's what I can say. Shit is on fire. Shit is on fire. Shit is burning up. I'm over here in Long Beach. It's ashes. It's bad for your eyes. It's bad for the pets. Usually in these fires, it's be honest with you, it's very suspicious because these fires are jumping miles. Embers can travel about a mile or so or something like that, but to go from the Palisades all the way to Altadena.
Okay, so wait, how far is Palisades from Altadena, miles wise or time wise?
I think it's about at least like 20 or 30 miles, bro. It's far. Wow. It's far. And then you got the Eaton fires. You got the Hollywood Hills was burning up last night, so that came out of nowhere. It just seems kind of ironic how all these fires come. So a lot of the I'm not saying all firemen are bad, because or policemen, we need both of those cats, but there are some bad dudes in those organizations. And
yes,
what history teaches us is that a lot of these fires are set by some of those guys. Some of those guys that we think that are heroes because they like to make money. They make money. They make about, this was back in the day, they used to make like about $250,000 a year, and they make most of their money on what? What do you think they make most of their money on?
Overtime.
That's right.
Wow.
So if we got fires and they stage the fire and these guys are sleeping there, in the stage, they're getting paid while they're sleeping on the clock. They're getting paid buku money. So
okay, so quick question.
That's funny that you say that, because there was I think it was like a $4 billion budget cut the governor had to make to fire departments in California. If I'm not mistaken, it was like a $4 million budget cut to allocate it to some other things. So I wonder if these, like you said, this is just speculation,
Yeah, it's speculation. It's not fact, but they're saying right now that
Read the comment, Trey.
A lot of the fires, a lot of these fires, oh, well, we don't know how they started, but they're under investigation. So that's where we're at right now. It's nobody's saying specifically, hey, this is why it started, or this is how it started. So we'll find out in a couple of days. You know how they run their investigations or whatever, but the resources are spread really thin. You got billion-dollar row or $1 million row that's got caught on fire. So you got these billionaires who lost their beachfront homes. And
so listen, Art said he heard that there were some kids running around starting new fires. He said, is there any truth to that?
We haven't heard that on the news as of yet out here. I'm pretty sure if we did, they would let us know. But we haven't heard anything about any kids doing anything like that.
Could be grown-ups, not kids.
Yeah, could be. Art also said it was a $12 million cut, not a $4 million cut to the budget, to the fire department budget. So that's huge.
Yeah.
Look at this. Wait a minute. I like the business, and yes, the fires are bad. Ace Worm, what's going on, Ace? Thanks for joining in. Long time no hear from. Look who we got. We got Ace Worm. What's up, Ace? Where you at out there? I'm glad you okay. How's the family doing out there? Ace is also in California. Thanks for joining in, my brother. But hey, it's bad. Actually, isn't it weird that we just in 2025 when you know who is now going to be the president and it's junk happening just like the last time when he was going to be the president? People are sick now.
He's not the president yet.
Well, you might as well say he talking like he is already.
Ain't he? Taking office, he's got a bunch of work to do.
Wait, here we go. The Gulf of Mexico is going to be the Gulf of who? Hey man, he need to go.
It's just, look, he's doing all this stuff. He's bait and switch because he's promised a whole bunch of things. You don't hear him talking about what he's promised. Now he's talking about the Panama Canal and change it to Gulf of America, which is really stupid. It plays to all you idiots who believe this stuff. For one, we're not America. We're the United States. America is a continent. You got North America and South America, and within the American continent, you have the United States. That's who we are. We're not America. We're the United States. America encompasses all the other countries.
Okay.
Fire chief reported 2 months back to the mayor they weren't prepared for emergencies, such as wildfires. I've seen an interview over her verifying it. Not a good look for that mayor. Not at all. Not at all.
Wow. Okay, Ace said everybody good, everybody living a life. It ain't like it used to be. Okay, good. Because the way they got it looking, it's like terrible. Because when you go to the news, all you see is just videos of fire everywhere. So I know they're adding a scare tactic on top of it at the same time. We know how.
No, it's pretty. I'll be honest with you. It's devastating, dude. I ain't never seen nothing like.
I know it's devastating.
I ain't never seen nothing like this. They've shown pictures of the Palisades, how the whole town burnt down, like the whole neighborhood is gone. Just ash.
I've seen that.
It's gone, and they said they couldn't do airplane drops because the winds was too high. So I don't know, man.
So how do you prepare for that? You know what I'm saying? How do you prepare for you can't fly? You can't fly. You end up like, you end up like. What's his name?
Is the airport shut down? The airport still running?
Yeah, the airport. The airport is on. I mean, but you pay these guys to fly these airplanes. They be flying through hurricanes and stuff like that. They couldn't fly through a little wind. They come, it's not really landing on the stuff. Forget that. Go on in there and let what can land. If you can get something in the air, you know what I'm saying? Other countries, they know how to make it rain. They can seize the clouds and make it rain, So there's other alternatives. It's just, I think it's about money, and
the land grab.
But we're sending all this money to Ukraine and all these other countries, billions and billions of dollars and billions, past the trillions of dollars, and they talk about help that we're going to help these. We need to help our people over here in the U.S. and and now you got to go through all this red tape. Forget all the insurance agency. Just let the government come in and fix it. Fix it, fool. That's all you got to do. Come in here with your billions and trillions and fix the neighborhood. You know.
Okay, so Art said, Troy, there's a recent radar footage of that area that shows all the debris from the fires. Look it up. The recent radar footage. I seen a whole area. I have it on my computer right now. It's a whole area. It's like mapped out, and all you see is just flames. That's all you see.
Burning. We still burning up. We're still burning.
Nothing but the flames.
And they're supposed to have higher winds again. So what they do now is they shut off the power out here. They shut off.
There it is.
So you have elderly people without power. You know,
there it is right there. You see that?
Wow.
That's the area. I don't want to click on the video, but that's the area.
Yeah, that's just one area.
Yeah, that's one area. That's the Palisades area.
Yeah, but Altadena got hit bad too.
Altadena's next to Palisades.
A couple of my friends lost their houses, man. The house is gone.
What up, Lance? Lance, thanks for joining in. Lance said it's bad. Lance, what city you in out there, Lance? Let me know what city you in. Okay, so it's 8:30. We still got some time. But yeah, you know, hey, we just got to pray for California. Hopefully they got enough water. What's up with the water? The fire hydrant's supposed to be dry. Is that true?
Man, we got a big old ocean over here, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on, man.
That's what I'm saying. They keep talking about ain't no water. I'm like, what? Okay. Lance is in Menifee. Menifee. Ain't that by Hemet? Ain't that up that way?
I don't know. I heard of it.
I think it's up there by Hemet, and anyway, so they're a ways away from it. They don't have to worry about it up there.
Oh, but, yeah, they got to worry about it. They got to worry about it because this stuff is all over the place. That's what I'm saying. But I don't know. They know all these type of wind events. It's been windy out here before. We got the Santa Ana winds before. They acting like this is all this ain't brand new. Well, this is significant wind place.
That's how he was looking too.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, man. This didn't happen. This happened now. All these fires though, like how they jumping around. That's kind of, for me, it's just common sense. You got to use just a little bit, just a tad, and you'd be like
jumping around like that.
You know,
well, I think they're just saying this stuff and blowing it. Well, not blowing out of proportion. It happened before. I think they're just unprepared. I think the government was unprepared.
No, but we've had wind events before, and this hasn't happened. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is right now they're unprepared.
Like they said, they're unprepared.
Man, they got so many fire trucks. They got people in prison that fight these fires. That's where the main firefighters are, the dudes that are in prison. They got fire. They got Department of Forestry. They got the LA County. And that's just in LA. I ain't talking about up north. You talking about Nevada, Las Vegas. There's other resources, you know, that they could have probably brought in or put on emergency or whatever and start just getting active, you know, but.
And the only thing I can think of is burn, Hollywood, burn. There's a riot going on.
Oh, shoot. Let's see.
PE and Ice Cube. But yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. I mean,
it's bad. It's bad.
So you don't have to worry about it, do you?
No.
Okay.
I think we good over here.
Okay.
I think we good over here. You know, but there's all kind of things you could do to fight fire. But the right conditions, though, that's why I think this really took off. It was the right condition. The humidity was low. It was like 2%, 1%. You got the winds. Everything's dried out, and there's nothing moisturizing, nothing. So that's a perfect thing.
And no rain.
Start burning shit up.
And no rain.
Yeah, no rain. And everything's dried up because it's wintertime. So all the trees and the leaves and everything and all the brush is all dry. So when you have low humidity and then you got the topography, that's the land layout and all that, it's a wrap. It can happen. All you gotta do is just put a little mat and boom, shit's gonna take off.
All right, you guys. So we're gonna jump on a different note.
Remember
what I said. Pray for Cali. So give me 1 second while I do something like we always do about this time. I was laughing because I was trying to put you on the spot, but I can't. But anyway, episode 170, exploring the great generational divide. Now, let me see. I can read an insert. I don't even have it right this second up here. But let me see. Maybe I can pull it up. On this particular episode, it's interesting about all the generations. I didn't really learn about all the generations until this actual episode, to be honest. There's a few I learned about, but we got let me see. Hold on. We got first of all, we got not the baby boomer, the silent generation, 1928 to 1945. Then we got the baby boomers, 1946 to 1964. Then we got Generation X, 1965 to 1980. We got Millennials, also known as Generation Y, 1981 to 96. Generation Z, Gen Z, 1997 to 2012. And us three who have grandkids, Generation Alpha, 2013 to the present. So this is a very interesting episode here, you guys, and we're going to start it off here with the first one, which is the silent generation. Troy?
I looked up a couple of things about the silent generation. It refers to, like Drummer said, the people born between 1928 and 1945. These is a generation that's known as the resilient, discipline, and sense of duty shaped by the changes of their era. Why are they called the silent generation? The silent generation stems from their reputation of being cautious, reserved, and less outspoken compared to the other generations. Many grew up during a tough economic and social times, which led to a value of conformity, hard work, and particularly over the protest or rebellion. So that's them in kind of like those would be our grandfathers, right? Those would be our grandfathers.
Our grandfathers and grandmothers.
Yeah. So the key characteristics of them are hard. One is hard working and loyal, thriftiness and frugal. What you buying that for? Yeah, I remember my grandfather telling me that. You don't need that. What you buying that for? These shoes, $20.
Right.
Why are you buying them $100 shoes? You're a fool. You know.
No, not $100 shoes. Wait, $25 shoes. Think about it. The year is what? What was it again? 1928 to 45.
I was talking about when he was talking to me buying shoes.
Oh, my bad.
The focus on family and community. They have family values that are paramount during this age. You know, their discipline and respect for authority. They had all of that. You know, they're also a cultural. They had a cultural, historical impact. Major events they lived through were the Great Depression, World War II, the Civil Rights Movement. Notable achievements are many helped rebuild economies and nations after World War II, contributed to the advance of industry, science, and technology. So that's the silent generation. Now, each generation, as Drummer's going to go through the next one, each generation lived through a different era and a different time. So that kind of changes your mentality. So go ahead. What's the next one?
The next one, you guys, is baby boomers. Now, for the baby boomers, that would be us three, since we're close to the same age. That would be our parents. Born 1946 to 64. Characteristics was born after World War II, during a period of economic prosperity and population growth. They are often associated with social change movements such as the Civil Rights Movement and counterculture of the 1960s. Okay, so let me see where I'm at. I'm on the wrong little page here. Oh, here we go. Also, their post-war optimism and economic prosperity, traditional values and family-oriented, cultural revolutionaries, of course, technological transitions, retirement, and legacy focus. So you think about it. The baby boomers, they're retired. They've been retired. Think about the difference in the retirement when they were talking about retirement than when we're talking about retirement, because we're all at that retirement age. What did Art say?
Art said that generation seen some shite. As my grandpa said, you'll fuck it up until you figure it out. So you better figure it out quick. Exactly.
So I have a video that I thought is very interesting for this for the baby boomers. Let me pull it up. Let me see. Here we go. Check it out. Let me make sure it's turned up because I can't ever hear it.
Cold War, rock and roll, civil rights, suburbia. These are some of the highlights of the baby boomer generation, a 2-decade inclusion of children born in the years following World War II. To give you a better idea of why this generation is so important, here are 5 numbers that you should know. This is the number of people in the baby boomer generation born between 1946 and 1964. They were the largest generation in U.S. history at the time and represented nearly 40% of the population. Boomers grew up during the height of American prosperity, enjoying health, security, and consumer comforts never before seen in American history. This is the number of soldiers in the U.S. military that returned home after serving in World War II. They were eager to start families, hopeful that their children would enjoy a more prosperous America, filled with the ideals and morals they fought for overseas. This is the amount of money that American soldiers got when they came home from World War I. World War II vets had it way better, thanks to the GI Bill. The GI Bill was a piece of legislation that gave them the ability to attend college and buy a home, things that allowed them to be secure in starting a family. The helping hand provided by the GI Bill contributed to the rise of baby boomer prosperity. By the way, for those who don't know what GI stands for, it's government issue, and it was a nickname for American soldiers. This is the percentage of disposable income controlled by baby boomers in America today. And with all that dough to throw around, they're big spenders. And where does most of their money go? Towards travel, health, wellness, and pampering their pets. That's right. That money goes to dog haircuts. Haircuts for dogs. That's it. 2041. This is the year that the U.S. is expected to run out of money for Social Security, the federal program that provides financial benefits for retired people. Boomers are retiring in droves, meaning more people will be dependent on Social Security. It also means less workers in the labor force paying taxes to fund those benefits. 2041 is a long way off, though, and experts believe that raising the retirement age and changing Social Security structure can help save it. Baby boomers were one of the most influential generations in history. They changed American society and gave the next generations the cultural freedoms they enjoy. Without baby boomers, America wouldn't be as free or prosperous as it is today.
All respect to the baby boomers.
All respect to the baby boomers.
And my beat goes boom, boom, boom.
Hey, but you know what? When you really think about it, it's like, that's very much true, because the parents that our parents were, we weren't the same parents. Our parents were strict. I mean, put it like this. I know your dad. I know your dad. You know my dad. You kind of know my dad a little, but all of our dads are the same. His Stankfinger's dad is like, he always gave us the pep talk. My dad gave us the pep talk. Troy's dad would punch us in the chest while he's giving us the pep talk. We come in Troy's house like this, because his dad would be behind the door like, ooh, nigga,
tighten up.
So yeah, tighten up was his word. So the baby boomers were different. That I didn't watch that whole thing, but I like that. That was it right there. So that's it on the baby boomers. we going back and forth like we freestyling back and forth. Troy's the next one is Generation X.
X. So we're Generation X. Refers to people between 1965 and 1980. This generation is often characterized as being independent, resourceful, and adaptable, shaped by the unique societal and cultural factors of the time. They are sometimes called the middle child generation because it sits between the baby boomers and the millennials. Not only that, we were also called the latchkey kids because during our generation growing up, both our parents had to work. It wasn't like the boomers where the dad could make a lot of money and, he'd go out and work. The economics has started to change. Now you had the nuclear family wasn't so nuclear where the mom would stay home and cook. Both parents had to go ahead and actually work. Key traits, independent and self-reliant. Many Gen Xers grew up as latchkey kids with both parents working or dealing with high divorce rates. As a result, they developed a strong sense of independence and resourcefulness. We're skeptical and pragmatic, having witnessed economic recessions, political scandals. That's why we're talking about, hey, these fires could have been set. Stank fingers talking about, hey, something ain't right here. So we're skeptical about things. We are also in the tech transition generation. So we went from analog to digital. So we were there when you had cassette tapes to records, 8 tracks, cassette tapes. Everything was analog, and we were there when they came out with this great thing called the DVD. And the CD.
DOS.
So
DOS.
and DOS. So
IBM.
So we were transitioning we were there when we transitioned from analog to digital. And so we were able to we're still good with computers, even though people think we're dinosaurs. We're good with computers. Historical events we grew up on was the end of the Cold War, the rise of personal computing, the AIDS and crack epidemic, which affected a lot of the kids growing up as Gen X, economic changes, including the 1970 energy crisis. So we went through a lot of stuff as Gen Xers. The nickname often referred to as the forgotten or the middle generation because we are, again, sandwiched between the two larger, more vocal generations, the boomers and the millennials. We bridge the gap between pre-digital eras, bringing balance, adaptability, and innovation to the modern world.
So, man, now that I think about that, as you said that, we were here for, hold on now, wait a minute, we might be the ones now, hold on. We was here for 8-track, records, cassettes, CDs, DVDs, all the way up till right now. We had to go through like Rodney King. Wait a minute, we done went through some stuff now for the crack epidemic. I'm from California, so and the gang. So there was a lot going on in our era.
Hey, remember
Operation Desert Storm.
See? Remember you in I was in junior high when you went to junior high school and the space shuttle blew up.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. And we watched, wait a minute. We was watching. Wait a minute. We was all watching it on TV.
Yeah.
At school.
Yeah, I remember watching that speech class, and my fucking speech teacher started crying. Like, he was a bitch anyway.
Hey! Our moms are on here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, he was
not on TikTok.
He was a jerk. Sorry, Mom. He's a jerk.
Yeah,
hey,
so
I just not thought about that.
I'm sorry, brother. My
you all good. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. I just not thought about that. We were watching that on TV at school.
At school with everybody else, just sitting there.
I didn't care about that. I mean, I cared about the blowing up part, but it wasn't I wouldn't have watched it if the school wouldn't have said, hey, we got to watch it.
Exactly.
Well, the reason we watched it and it was important for us is because it was the first black astronaut.
So wait a minute.
That's what it was?
That's a conspiracy there.
Wow.
That was the first black female astronaut went up. She was,
Art said it. Challenger explosion was a biggie for us. It was, Art, because now that just hit me.
I didn't know that.
See that.
I didn't know that. I didn't. They didn't say nothing about that.
Yeah,
I didn't know it until just now.
Okay, so we're gonna move on here. On to the next one. The next one is our kids, y'all.
Hey, just on a lighter note, hey, we're gonna have the first black coach in college football history going to the championship ever.
Ooh.
Well, the coach for either Notre Dame or Penn State. So the winner of one of those two games, they both brothers. So one of them gonna go, and that's gonna be the first time in history.
Okay, so
that happened.
So hold on, Troy. Let's go back to the last comment. Hold on first.
Which one?
Nicole said, "Damn, stank finger, people died in the shelter explosion," and you was talking about you don't really care, you didn't pay attention.
No, it's not that I didn't care. I mean, well, back then
you didn't care about the teacher.
No, I understand what you're saying. No, what you're saying is back then we didn't care about that, so we wouldn't have watched it if it wasn't for the school.
Yeah, the school. So you kind of
you kind of was talking too fast, but your brain wasn't thinking before you was talking. Next one, we also lived through 9/11. That's right. That's another one. Oh, I'm sorry. I already said watching live in Mr. Van Sicker's science class. Yes, Allison's dad, Troy. Okay, so now we're going to jump on to the next one. The next one is, like I said, it's our children, and it is the Millennials. Now, for the Millennials, born 1981 to 1996, came of age during the internet revolution, the 9/11 attacks, the 2008 financial crisis, known for being tech-savvy, diverse, and values-driven with a focus on work, life, and social medias. I got a video to show, so I'm not going to further go through that because we know what the Millennials are because they're our kids. But this video here, this video is better than the first one that I showed. I didn't show you this video on purpose, Troy, because when I see a good video, because I know you're a graphics guy, I just get excited and I want to show you. And this one right here is the bomb. Watch this. Make sure, let me turn it up because I can't never hear it. Let me close caption it. Here we go.
Good morning, Bloomingtown. It's a beautiful day to be 60 to 78 years young. Here's another gold moldie.
Your phone charge is on.
Your phone charge is on. Have a house.
Lovely.
Your phone charge is on.
Careful, Seymour.
Watch out for the generation gap. I wonder how they're going over there.
Yeah, bloody Gen Zs.
Just remember, we're the ones that invented your precious World Wide Web.
Oh, Seymour.
Oh, classic boomers, making the gap bigger. They'd understand if they just listened to us.
Yeah, season 1 was better.
Hey, do you think all this screen time is adversely affecting our social skills?
Well, it could be worse. We could be in our early 30s.
Hey. All right.
So not slay.
Are we saying slay now? Slay. Slay. Slay.
I just feel like no one pays attention to Gen X. We've got so much to...
I don't care what they do, just not in my backyard. Hey, my backyard! This is their
Don't look at us. We're literally perfect.
Typical young people. Everyone gets a trophy.
We were kids. You bought us the trophy.
Stop gaslighting us.
That's not what that means. Cancel. Cancel.
Is that lamb?
Lamb. You know, when I was a kid, we'd have lamb every...
Lamb barbecue? Lit. Well, at least we can agree on something. The generation gap. It's closing.
The lamb's getting closer.
I'm addicted to my phone
as well. Takeaway coffees could be hotter.
It's okay. You spent $368 billion on submarines.
It was an impulse buy.
Being a young person in Australia must be difficult.
Being an old person must be pretty tricky too. Probably.
I'm sorry.
Closing the gap.
All over Lamb.
Right.
Well, it's a barbecue for the ages.
Who's that? Oh, it's John Howard. Oh, who's that?
Good to have the country back together.
We weren't ever that far apart, sweetheart.
And there we have it, y'all. The Millennials, man. When I seen that video, I watched it a few times. Like, this is great.
Yeah, that was
it's
a good
ad company that does that.
Gen
okay,
Z.
so we're gonna jump on to the next one.
I gotta run through these. We got 5 minutes. Gen Z.
Well, we don't really have 5 minutes, but go ahead.
We got 5 minutes. Refers to a generation of people born between 1997 and 2012. Gen Z are the ones that cannot get or keep a job because they're always late. No, that was me. I'm sorry. That was me. This generation grew up in a world dominated by technology, social media, and the rapid culture and social change. Key characteristics: they're digital natives, socially conscious and inclusive. They got entrepreneurial spirits. And again, that's why they can't keep a job. They'd rather many Gen Zers start their own business, side hustles, and create content online. Platforms like Etsy, Shopify, YouTube have enabled them to monetize their passions. Predictable, and they are financially minded. Mental health awareness, they're always in touch with their feelings. And they have a global outlook on things. So that is Gen Z.
All right, on to the next one, which is probably all three of our favorite, and it is Generation Alpha. Born 2013 till present, the first generation to be entirely immersed in the digital world from birth, growing up with AI, virtual reality, and advanced technology integrated into daily life, still in childhood, but predicted to be highly educated and tech dependent. Yeah. So also with them is they're digital natives, hyper connected and social media savvy, diverse and inclusive, education centric and self-directed learners, environmentally conscious and socially aware. Now, since we all have grandkids, I would say my grandson is 18, so he wouldn't be really in that, but my granddaughter is 8. She's a little grown. She has actually made like 4 TikTok accounts and keeps trying to follow me. So every time I block her, she makes another one. And then she says, Mommy, Pawpaw keeps blocking me. So that's what I'm going to say about Generation Alpha, because they can get caught in the social media and someone can play like they're a kid and they're a grown man.
Right.
I think they're more intelligent. I think
they are
more intelligent. They're more intelligent. Like my grandbaby, she's sign languages and she wasn't even 1 year old. She's doing all kind of shit. I'm like, damn, what is it's just amazing. Right. I think they're going to be smarter, more craftier, just all the way around. I don't know how it's going to affect them with the technology, but it's different. I'll tell you that it's different.
Okay, but we have to remember something as grandfathers. Like I know Troy does. We got to give them books because they're on the phones and computer. We got to keep books in their hand. We got to make sure they say, "Excuse me, thank you, you're welcome," because they're not teaching them that.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, and I think that's partially our fault too, because we raised their parents, right?
Right.
We raised their parents. So
well, my kids don't say, "Excuse me, I ain't playing that."
Well, my kids do too. But I'm just saying that maybe we didn't prepare them for what's coming up, because these kids there's something different.
They are different.
The alpha generation is something different. even with the vocabulary at such a young age. My granddaughter's vocabulary is amazing. And, you know, and I think that's just, you know, like you said, different generations. There's no baby talk, right? You talk to the kids, as infants, as if they were grown adults. And I think they pick up on that. Also, Art says,
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say also, with us having grandkids, we have our grandkids a lot. So we're teaching them things that the parents are not teaching them, because whenever my granddaughter's with me, she always say, "This is what you taught me, Pawpaw. Remember?" She points out to me what I taught her. And I said, "Do your mama do that?" And she go, "No." So we are, you know, and we all can attest. I'm going to shut up after this one. We all can attest that when our granddaughters see us, they get excited, because I see your granddaughter with you, and I hear your granddaughter when you come around, and my granddaughter's like, "Pawpaw," and that feels good.
Yeah. Art says, "I will admit my 7-year-old granddaughter has a vocabulary that is more advanced than my old ass."
That's rich.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's true, Art. They're smart, man. They too smart for their own self.
Yeah, it's scary. They're scary smart. Not only are they smart and intelligent, but the way that they move around on these phones and tablets is amazing too. You know, I've got a 3-year-old grandson who will, you know, when it's time, he'll take the phone and watch, you know, YouTube Kids, but he'll go up there and turn my phone on Do Not Disturb, so I don't get any phone calls and it doesn't interrupt him.
How do you know that?
I don't know. He'll go up there and every time he has my phone, I have to take it and make sure it's not on Do Not Disturb anymore. He'll put it on Do Not Disturb so the text messages won't pop up.
He knows what he likes.
Man.
Hey, let me say something before we go, because I know we're gonna go soon. You guys, hold on real quick. Christy's here saying, "Hey, family, you guys, I'm not going to go through the big hustle and bustle." Christy has been in the hospital from some difficulties due to a gallbladder surgery. Everyone, please pray for Christy. I think she's been in the hospital a couple of weeks. So let's say some prayers for Christy and her speedy recovery.
Yes, Miss Christy, we thinking about you for sure.
We're thinking about you. Get well soon.
For sure. Need some of that mac and cheese. I need that mac and cheese recipe. Got some bomb mac and cheese. Best. I don't even like mac and cheese, but I had that mac and cheese right there off the chain.
We'd like to thank Stankfinger for coming on and filling us in on what's going to happen over there on the West Coast. We really appreciate you, brother.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. And you guys, hey, next week, episode 171. Troy, what are we talking about? Real quick, I forgot. Let's tell them before we go. I forgot. Wait. It's right here. Oh, here we go. The future of work-life balance. How hybrid and remote work are reshaping our approach to life and work. So you guys, next week, episode 171, and we'll see you next week. Peace and hair grease.
Peace.
We're in a lot of trouble because less than 3% of you people read books. Listen to me. Television is not the truth. Television is a goddamn amusement park. Television is a circus, a carnival, a traveling troupe of acrobats, storytellers, dancers, singers, jugglers, sideshow freaks, lion tamers, and football players. We'll tell you anything you want to hear. We lie like hell. We'll tell you any shit you want to hear. We deal in illusions, man. None of it is true. You're beginning to believe the illusions. This is mass madness, you maniacs. In God's name, you people are the real thing. We